Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the Meteor LED kit, a pretty cool device by SpeedyBee that not only adds some colors to your drone, but also enables you to wirelessly configure it using SpeedyBee's application. In this quick video, I'm going to go over the features and specs of the Meteor LED kit and show you how to install it on the Bee35 Pro frame. First of all, in terms of packaging, here is everything that is included in the Meteor LED kit. The cable LED strip is pre-soldered to the main controller, and a 3-pins joystick connector is pre-soldered to the ground, battery and boot pads. In addition, you are getting a 3D printed TPU part and screws that will enable you to mount the LED board on the Bee35 frame, silicone coated wires, and joystick connectors that will enable you to connect the LED board to a flat controller. In terms of features and specs, the supported DC input voltage of the LED board is between 7.4 to 25.2 volts, so you can power it directly with between 2 to 6S batteries. Besides controlling the LED strip, it also double acts as a Bluetooth module, so by connecting the TX and RX pads on the board, you will be able to configure the flight controller wirelessly in case your flight controller doesn't feature a built-in Bluetooth module. In addition, the cable LED strip can be cut according to your needs. It supports up to 3.5-inch frames such as the Bee35 frame by SpeedyBee, and the LED board features a boot button, a very useful feature that will enable you to enter DFU mode on your flight controller. It's useful in case your flight controller is inside the frame that will require you to disassemble the frame in order to access the boot button. However, it will require you to solder the boot pad from the LED board to a boot pad on the flight controller. Not all flight controllers have this feature. However, the F05 Mini flight controller by SpeedyBee, the one that I'm going to use in this video, features a boot pad, and it is located over here. In terms of weight, the weight of the LED controller board on its own is 2 grams, and the total weight, including the full length of the cable LED strip, is 13.1 grams. As for wiring the LED board to a flight controller, in case your flight controller features a built-in Bluetooth module, all you have to do is to wire the ground and battery pads from the LED board to your flight controller. Pay attention that the minimum input voltage is 7.4 volts, so you can't use 5 volts pads on the flight controller. And in case you would like to use the boot button feature, you need to wire the boot pad from the LED board to a boot pad on the flight controller. Now, in case your flight controller doesn't feature a built-in Bluetooth module, you can use the TX and RX pads by wiring the TX and RX pads from the LED board to a free UART port on the flight controller and enabling the MSP switch next to this port. You will be able to wirelessly configure the flight controller using SpeedyBee's application. Pay attention that TX goes to RX and vice versa, and the Bluetooth module is going to be automatically turned off after a minute of inactivity. So in case you're not able to connect to the flight controller using SpeedyBee's app, I recommend to repower your system. I'm using the SpeedyBee F05 Mini flight controller, so the installation procedure is pretty simple. The boot pad is wired to the boot pad, which is located on the bottom side of the flight controller. Grounds go to ground, and the battery pad goes to the battery pad. Now, after putting back the frame together, I can connect the 3-pins joystick connector to the LED board, and after powering up the drone, as you can see, the Meteor LED kit is working. Now, after placing the LED board in its position, I can cover it using the provided 3D printed TPU part, secure it in its position using the provided screws, and secure the cable LED strip inside the frame. Now let me show you what it looks like in the dark. And as you can see, the Meteor effect is very cool. As for configuring the LED controller, it is done using SpeedyBee's application. First of all, make sure that it is updated to the latest available version. Power up your drone, open SpeedyBee's app, press the plus button, and as you can see, the SpeedyBee Meteor kit was detected. After hitting connect, You can choose whether you want to configure the flight controller which is connected to its UART port, or enter the LED strip editor. This is the LED strip editor, so you can choose between preset options. You can enter broadcast mode, which is going to enable you to switch between different presets every set amount of time, and you can turn off the LED strip. So this is the halo effect, this is the breathing effect, twinkle effect, guiding effect, rainbow effect, flame effect, and last but not least, this is the Meteor effect. Here you can see what it looks like when flying the drone outside. And by the way, in addition to being able to configure and customize the LED colors using SpeedyBee's app, you can also switch between the available options by short pressing the button on the LED controller. Now, by the way, in terms of power consumption, when the LED strip is turned on, it adds about 3 watts, which equals to about 0.2 amperes when using a 4S battery. Anyway, that's going to do it for this quick video about the Meteor LED kit. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. I wish you all happy flying, and I'll see you soon on my next videos. Goodbye.